AITA for not agreeing to let my granddaughter bring her cake pops to my Christmas celebration? I'll preface this by saying that I host Christmas celebration at my home every year. I have a son and a daughter, both married with kids. They and their spouses help out with the celebration planning, but I take care of the food mostly. Everybody seems to be on an agreement except for the desserts. Now for desserts, I had made a specific list of what to serve. Together with my older granddaughters, 18 and 16, we're going to prepare a cranberry cake and white chocolate-dipped madeleines and blondies. It all started when my son told me that my younger granddaughter, Jenny, 10, wanted to bring cake pops to the gathering and asked if I could add this to my dessert list. I bluntly said I was sorry, but it wouldn't work because, like I said, the dessert list is very specific. And also, cake pops don't really seem to be properly going with all the other elaborated dessert options on the list. He said that it's not a big deal and that he was sure the guests will love the cake pops as much as the other desserts, and that it'd mean so much for her. I said I was sorry and offered that maybe she bring those cake pops to a family birthday party. He got upset and talked about how I'm letting my other granddaughters participate while excluding Jenny. I said that my 2 older granddaughters participate under my supervision. He offered that Jenny bakes the cake pops under my supervision, but I said I don't have the time for that. Also, my older granddaughters have more experience in techniques, but Jenny is still a child learning. I'm not discouraging her from her passion. I just don't feel like what she makes is considered ready to be put on the menu since we have lots of relatives who are hard to please. He argued that I was prioritizing the guests' feeling over my own granddaughters, but I assured him that it's not true. He left and hasn't been responding to my phone calls. I just found that he told his dad this morning that he's contemplating not attending Christmas with us this year, which I thought was unnecessary and unreasonable. But I could use some unbiased opinion on this. YTA and sound insufferable. I wouldn't attend your dinner either. I'd be at home eating cake pops. I also think you're confusing. Everyone seems to be on an agreement, with no one else wants to put up with the temper tantrum I'll throw if I don't get my way. YTA, the dessert list is very specific. I can assure you it's not so special that you can't make accommodations for what your granddaughter wants. They're cake pops, not a ham with trimmings. You're a control freak and it's gross. Christmas is the time for giving, so give your granddaughter the grace she deserves and let her bring the damned cake pops. Or, don't and irreparably damage your relationship with both your child and grandchild. It just depends on what's more important. Their happiness, or your baking. Good Lord, are you that much of a control freak that you're willing to damage the relationship with your granddaughter and your son over some cake pops? Get help, you clearly have control issues. I'm not saying this flippantly. The fact you cannot relinquish control or adjust your expectations for something like this clearly signals some serious issues that likely affect a lot of other facets of your relationships. Please, honestly and truly, seek help. YTA, a giant one. Major YTA, why are you being such a dictator for Christmas? Are you forgetting it's about spending time with your loved ones? Not being a tyrant over the food that's being served. You are definitely playing favorites. Seriously, what harm could come from being supportive and letting your granddaughter bring her dessert? Think of the lesson and example you're setting, and think of the damage you're causing by choosing this hill to die on. ETA, you are pretty much saying your granddaughter isn't good enough for your standard, and what's even more ridiculous is that you won't even include her in baking your elaborate dessert. SMH. I hope you have a change of heart. If you don't, I hope your kids do follow through with not showing up and exposing your grandkids to your heartlessness for Christmas.